Hi, I'm Luis, Nicole's dad. I remember the nights that I would take a nap, wake up, and my face would look like something out of, I don't know, a movie. Having makeup on and everything else. She used to like making my face up, which is pretty cool, you know. I mean, for my daughter to love me that much, to try to make me more beautiful or handsome. We spent a lot of times when we were small, you know, she would always, you know, come and sleep with us, and she would always talk to me. And eventually, as she got older, she got real smart and became a patriot. Yes, my daughter, the true patriot. We both are followers of Brady. And that's the one thing I know about my daughter is that when she sets her mind, she will always be chasing that dream. Moments you never forget. Well, I love you, Nicolette, and I'll always be here. From one patriot to another, let's get to the Super Bowl.
Hi, my name is Nicole Montano, and this is my video starring, well, me. And I have a very special guest here. Her name is Cristina Montano, and she is my mom.
Hello.
And so today I will be asking her some questions. So, when you first think of Nicolette, what first comes to mind?
Come to mind. She is passionate. She is a strong mind. She's very sensitive and she's very intuitive. What I noticed when we were talking to people, or she kind of point whatever you were feeling, and she called it by the right name. I hope I make myself clear. Mm-hmm. Well, she's my daughter. I love her. She has a big heart. She's beautiful. Look at those legs.
Oh.
Doesn't matter what she put on. She's just beautiful in and out.
Okay. What weaknesses do you think she has? Well, I have.
Sometimes I wish she would think before acting, and maybe be a little bit more humble and compassionate. But like I say, she knows what she wants, and she's gonna get it. No matter who's gonna be, you know, the obstacle she's gonna have, she has a goal and she's gonna reach for it. Even in the past, she been hurt a lot, but I know she can overcome that and, you know, be a wonderful person.
This is my trusty cousin Andrea. If you saw me just like around, what would your first thoughts be? Like, oh, she looks stuck up or nice, you know, I never know.
My first impression, this is me not knowing, just
okay.
Me seeing.
All right.
She's hiding behind something. She's emotionally distant. She wants to be around, but she doesn't know how to be in that particular area. She's shy.
So do you think that knowing me from a young age, you know, if you look back and you're like, oh, you know, Nicolette when she was about 7 to Nicolette now that she's 18, do you believe that, what do you think is the biggest difference?
Attitude?
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 You mean like have a bad attitude, or do you mean like...
I wouldn't per se call it a bad attitude. I would just say life in general just took you a route that it changed your personality, and that's normal. Gotcha. It happens. The only thing I say is just open up, nurture it, don't run away from it, versus letting it just try to fade away. It's never going to fade away, so get involved in it, connect with it, and realign it.
Okay. What do you think is
your stubbornness?
My stubbornness is my biggest strength.
Yes.
Enlighten me.
Your stubbornness, because if you look towards something or if you want something, you're going to go to it until you get it. So it gives you that incentive to go for it that most people won't.
Oh, good answer. Oh. See, even with this, you guys are learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. Well, Andrea has 2 kids, and they're just my heart. How do you think they kind of perceive me? As somebody who's standoffish, or someone who's, you know, I don't know.
Well, it depends on the kid. Everybody's different, so everybody's gonna perceive you different.
Right.
With my youngest, which is my son, he loves you. Nikki's coming, I'm getting thrown around, I'm getting piggyback rides, like, I'm about to have fun. Edie's, I think she's more on your emotional side. So it's more, let's sit down and let's do this, or let's sit down and let me play in your hair, which that's more of emotional bonding versus just
being tossed around
and everything. So that would be my, I don't know if I answered that, but that would be my perception.
I think so. Do you see me as a person that people are able to look at and be like, maybe like I should try and be like that, or I should kind of learn from her mistakes, or how do you kind of, does that question make sense?
It makes sense. My only issue is with that question is the way somebody perceives you, they can't take that the way you act. So if they're not interacting with you, they can only say certain things, and they can only take so much because they don't interact with you. So with that part, I don't really say someone can per se, because technically they don't know you, so how can they?
Right, it's kind of like judging a book by its cover.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So that I don't think is possible, but at the same time, I think your present self would just, it's more, if I didn't know you or anything, I would like to get to know you, but I can tell at the same time you have that wall up that just has to come down, which it will eventually.
Today I'm here to talk to you about my future. Right now I'm about to graduate high school, woohoo, class 19, and then I will be starting my journey of life. And so I got accepted into Savannah State University. I think it was last week. I kind of realized, hey, you know, before I didn't think I could do it. I can get accepted, I can go to college, but now that I'm in, I'm like, oh, heck yeah, you know, let's go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have this drive in me that's like, okay, we got it this far, let's keep going. And so August 12th, I'll be going to basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and I'm very nervous, excited. There's a lot of emotion to go in with it. I'm very scared because I love meeting new people, but at the same time, when you're going into an environment like that, it's kind of tough to get used to for a while. You know, waking up at 4 a.m. and getting yelled at by your drill sergeants and this, and this. You know, it's not just, okay, well, I'm in the Army, whatever. It's more like, okay, well, this is my way of life for like 9 weeks. And so after I graduate from there, I will be going to AIT training, and my MOS is Human Resources Specialist. And so my AIT training is actually in Fort Jackson, so I will stay there. My dad actually lives there now, so, you know, I won't be able to see my mom as much, but I'll be able to see my dad, which is okay. After I get out of my AIT training, I'll actually have to reapply to Savannah, but I'm pretty sure they're still gonna take me because they took me the first time, and nothing has really changed, so there's no reason for you not to. So I will be doing that, and then I'll do my 4 years at the university, get my bachelor's, experience college, experience all new things. Like, just, I'm gonna catch whatever life throws at me, you know, and I'm gonna take it and make the best out of it. That's the only way I can really describe like my future and how I feel like it's gonna be. And then hopefully I'll get a good job. I don't really know what's going on in the future. I kind of have an idea, but I'm really just kind of going, you know, I put my trust in God, so He's gonna lead me wherever He wants to lead me. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.